Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the cave for the NIC Mishawaka Invitational 2020 here. Evan Borden here alongside Isaac Hayes. Isaac, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great. I'm ready for a great evening of wrestling here in the cave.
Yeah, absolutely. We know it's cold outside, but it's nice and toasty in here. This is one that always brings a lot of people to the cave. It's nice and packed, not quite as packed as you would see for Al Smith or anything like that, but still pretty full. So we're going to go ahead and quickly go through the introductions real quick. We will have at 106 be Mishawaka's Xavier Chavez versus Bremen's Bryce Darmer.
Both of those two are freshmen from their respective schools, so an interesting matchup there.
At 113 pounds, we will have Penn High School's Ryan Purvis versus Noah Eberhardt from Jimtown High School. At the 120-pound weight class, we have Mishawaka High School's Brody Fogarty versus Penn High School's Braden McMillan. That should be a good one. Then at the 126-pound weight class, we have Mishawaka's Brendan Mark going against Eric Garcia of Elkhart Central High School.
Mark got his 100th career high school win just a couple weeks ago.
At 132 pounds, we have Penn High School's Vince Sparrow versus Todd Hardy of South Bend, Washington. That's going to be another good one at the 132-pound weight class. At 138 pounds, we have Droshawn Lewis of South Bend Riley versus Connor Watts of Jimtown High School. At the 145-pound weight class, we have Landon Buchanan of Jimtown High School, who will be facing off against Simeon Norton of South Bend Riley. At the 152-pound weight class, it'll be Josiah Marsh of South Bend Riley versus Ben Frank of New Prairie. At the 160-pound weight class, we will have Mishawaka's Drew Mason versus Jimtown High School's Jacob Wirtz. And at 170 pounds, it'll be Elkhart Central's Peyton Anderson versus Mishawaka's Cody Timmerman. We saw Cody Timmerman just barely get that win at 1-0.
We did. He won 1-0.
At 182 pounds, it'll be Mishawaka's Joseph Walker versus Henry Gratzel, I believe that's the pronunciation, of Jimtown. Lots of Jimtowns here. And then at 195, we have Mishawaka High School's Jacob LaPlace versus Penn's Ben Call.
In that match, Ben Call was in. He faced Xavier Brown from Washington in the semifinals. Call got a tech fall over Brown.
At 220 pounds, we have Mishawaka's Jonathan Thomas, better known as JT Thomas to some people, versus C. Davis of Elkhart Central. And then at 285, we have the big boys. Hezzy DeVault of Penn will be facing off against Hunter Whitenack of New Prairie. So we got an exciting day of wrestling in front of us, Isaac.
Yes, we do. And to give you guys the team scores here going into the finals, in the 5th place with 152 points, it'll be New Prairie. In 4th place with 173, it'll be South Bend Riley. In 3rd place at 195 will be Penn High School. In 2nd place with 196.5 points will be Jimtown. And in 1st place with 261.5 points in their final NIC Championship meet, Mishawaka High School.
Yeah, and what a way to potentially cap it off. If we know there's a lot of Mishawaka wrestlers represented in the finals here, so to be able to win the tournament on their way out, as they'll be joining the NLC next year, would be a really big deal, Isaac.
It really would. You know, I think that has really motivated some of these wrestlers. Like, this is the last ever NIC meet we're going to host, you know, for a very, very long time, barring they ever decide to rejoin in 20, 30, 40 years.
Right.
So.
Yeah, and we have, we were talking about Mishawaka representation. We have 2 Al Smith champions for Mishawaka that are also, again, that's Joseph Walker and Jake LaPlace down there. They won Al Smith this year. Really big deal. Everybody wants to win Al Smith. So they're going to wrestle for an NIC title here, too.
Both wrestlers, are both also committed to wrestle in college starting in the fall. Jake LaPlace is scheduled to wrestle at Indiana Tech. And Joe Walker's going up north to join the Big Ten and the Michigan Wolverines.
And we all know that Big Ten wrestling is a really big deal, so that's awesome for to see that. As we await them to finish up introductions here, we will then go into the national anthem. We will start at 106 pounds. Again, our first match will be Xavier Chavez of Mishawaka versus Bremen's Bryce Darmer. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but Bryce Darmer will be the only one representing Bremen in the finals here.
I believe so. And like I mentioned before, both of these wrestlers are also freshmen. So it might be interesting to see how many more times we're going to see these two, as dual meets in other tournaments throughout.
Yeah, absolutely. And
their high school career.
Again, we mentioned we got some good representation from Jimtown. A lot of Jimtown wrestlers who are going to be wrestling in the finals here. A couple Penns here and there, and then some South Bend Rileys. We got some South Bend Rileys in there too. So it really is just going to be an exciting night of wrestling here. I know I'm looking forward to it.
And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think the Cave would have more people here today for NIC if the weather wasn't the way it is right now outside.
I'll tell you what, Isaac, it is a sloshy mess. It is a nasty, sloshy mess, and before we're supposed to leave, it's gonna freeze up. So yeah, if anybody's planning on traveling out, make sure to be careful. Slow it down.
Allow yourself some more time to travel.
Allow yourself some more time to travel.
And as everything freezes over, I'm going to quote Chuck Freebie here from Channel 46, stay off the bypass.
Yeah, stay off the bypass. That can get a little scary sometimes. Mishawaka Network's own Drew Mason down there going to be wrestling.
Wrestling for an NIC championship.
Yeah, Drew does a lot of work here for the network. He was up here talking to us. He's real excited about his championship match here.
But one thing I want to talk about before we get started here is Cody Timmerman's match against Tim Hunter from Jimtown in the semifinals. Timmerman ended up winning that decision 1-0 through all 3 rounds, and Timmerman scored that 1 point with 30 seconds left in that final round.
Yeah, I mean that's honestly that's about as close as it gets. Other wrestler was looking for the escape point. He was working on it, so it came right down towards the end, and that would have been a big deal. That would have been a nice little last-second win. So,
and something else I'd like to point out too is tonight JT Thomas is wrestling at the 220 weight class, but earlier this season, Jonathan was wrestling at the 285 weight class, so he did win a challenge match to move down to 220.
Yeah, absolutely. So that'll be interesting to watch him wrestle in weight class just under what he's used to wrestling. As again, folks, we will be starting here shortly. Waiting for introductions, and we'll have a national anthem. And then we will start at the 106-pound weight class. Again, for those who are familiar with wrestling, we're going to have 3 periods, 2 minutes each. We do not have it on the score graph. We apologize, but we're going to be updating you as time goes on here. As you hear the shouts for Jonathan Thomas, we're right above the Mishawaka section, so you may hear some cheering here all night.
One match I'm really excited for is going to be the very last one of the night at 285, as Hezzy Duvalt's going to take on Hunter Whiteneck of New Prairie, and it's always exciting to watch Hezzy wrestle.
Yeah, he really is just incredible. The way he moves for the weight class he's wrestling is it's just something to see. It really is, and I'm not sure that I've seen somebody last a round. All the matches that I've seen with him, he usually hasn't done about a round. So that's just what I've seen. I've not necessarily followed his career super closely, but I've commentated a few of his matches, so he really is quite an impressive wrestler. As I believe we're done now. Again, we'll be heading to the national anthem here shortly, and then we'll start. You see Mishawaka's brand new wrestling mat down there.
That is a pretty wrestling mat.
That is a pretty. I'm a fan of it.
It was purchased last off season, and it looked great when they ordered it, and it looks even better now that it's here.
And I do.
Today, we have Penn High School's first state champion, Al Dover, to sing the national anthem.
we will now pause here for the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see?
And ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to start here again. We will start at the 106-pound weight class. The Mishawaka's Xavier Chavez versus Bremen's Bryce Darmer.
And an interesting about that national anthem, even though we didn't live stream it, it was performed by Penn High School's very first wrestling state champion.
Yep. Fortunately, we can't play the national anthem due to some copyright trouble we have with YouTube, but that's all right.
But it looks like we are ready, just about ready to get underway here for Xavier Chavez versus Bryce Darmer. And we are underway.
And Chavez immediately goes for a takedown there, gets the points. As he's working to break down that base there, maybe looking for the wrist. Now trying to get hold of that wrist. Looking for an escape is Darmer. Xavier makes sure that doesn't happen. Got that arm there, looking to turn him over onto his back.
Almost got him there.
And here we go. We are perilously close here. I see a good bridge there by Darmer. And they're going to say that is a pin.
So Chavez is going to get the fall here, and that's going to just rack up more points for Mishawaka.
And that was a quick fall there.
That was. Excellent job there by the freshman, Xavier Chavez, who is the NIC champion at 106 pounds.
And with that, we will move to the 113-pound weight class. It'll be Penn's Ryan Purvis versus Jimtown's Noah Eberhardt. And again, we do want to let you know that there's going to be some consolation matches going on next to us here. So you may hear some whistles and different things that aren't for our match. So any confusion with that, that's probably what's going to be going on here.
And I believe we're going to wait for the consolation, the third place match to end before we get started with the 113 weight class.
As we're currently working on getting that consolation match. And I'm trying to figure out who that is on here. I'm not sure we have that in our brackets.
But either way, we don't want to leave any dead time with you guys watching there at home. So we're going to show you guys the third place match going on over on mat number 1.
Again, I'm not sure that
this match is going to be Bentley Whitmer from John Glenn and
I believe that we only have half the bracket, Isaac. I believe the other half is cut
I think
off.
so. What a shame. Oh, it is going to be Adriel Macedo from South Bend Riley. Had to do some searching.
As we often have to do sometimes with brackets. Looked like he was thinking about going for a takedown there, did not.
And the score is going to be 6-1 here on mat 1 with Macedo from Riley with the advantage.
Yeah, they're going to call that out of bounds. We have just 6 seconds left in the second period. So we'll be shortly going to the third.
And they're going to be still 6-1 in favor of Macedo from Riley going into the third round.
As they start here tied up, looks for the leg, searches, gets it. Working to trip him up there, get those takedown points. Does not, as they will go out of bounds. Is not awarded them. Again, they will start back in the middle.
We'd like to remind you, coming up next on mat number 2 in the middle will be back to the championship rounds as Noah Eberhardt from Jimtown will take on Ryan Purvis from Penn.
As Macedo working on top there, has got his leg tied up, searching for the other. I believe they're, not sure I saw that correctly. They're giving him back points maybe, I don't think so.
1 minute left here in that match.
As he is searching for the pin there. And he will get it. Macedo wins over on mat 1. I believe we have another consolation. Yeah, going on to our right over here. Again, at the 106-pound weight class, Mishawaka's Xavier Chavez was able to get the victory over Bremen's Bryce Darmer. So we're waiting for the final consolation match to finish up here at the 106-pound weight class. Again, we're working to get you that other match, the final consolation round.
And there it is.
And again, I don't believe we have the full bracket, so I'm not sure we have these names here. See, that's a new prairie wrestler down there. Looks like he may be searching for a cradle here. He does have it. I believe his arm's actually blocking. No, I think he's got him on his shoulders now.
This match is Colin Benninghoff of New Prairie, and it is also Josh Corona from Elkhart Central.
So working that arm there, looking to get him around. And he does, almost escaping there though.
And Benninghoff has the 4-0 advantage here with a minute left in the third.
As they go out of bounds, will be moved back to the middle, excuse me. Looks like the New Prairie wrestler will start on top. Looking to break down that base, but searching for the escape there.
And they're going to give Corona the escape there. And that's going to be his first point of the match. And he's going to get another escape point. And 15 seconds left.
I believe he's just looking to kind of run out the time now.
Yeah.
As they will go out of bounds, just 3 seconds left in the third period.
And I think, and with 3 seconds left, they're going to give another point to Corona, so 5-3 with 3 seconds left. And just like that, we're going to move back to the middle for the championship match at 1:13, as it'll be Ryan Purvis from Penn High School and Noah Eberhardt from Jimtown. And here we go.
And tied up there, they will go out of bounds. Be moved back to the middle here. He's working that head there, maybe searching for a takedown there. And again, they will go out of bounds.
And this is a match we've been looking forward to since since it was announced in the bracket.
Yeah, this one's exciting. I mean, wrestling's just exciting to watch in general, but these lower weight classes, the guys who are a little bit lighter, are a lot of fun to watch. Just working the head there, searching to get around him. Cannot though. As Eberhardt doing a good job of staying toe-to-toe with him there, but Purvis able to get around him now.
And Purvis is going to get 2 points.
Searching to break down that base there. Getting that wrist, maybe looking for a half Nelson. Gonna let him up. So Eberhardt will get an escape point, I believe.
So it's 2-1 Purvis with 45 seconds left in the first period.
Working that head as Purvis. We do want to remind you, as we mentioned, the Consolation, you might hear some buzzers and stuff. That's not for our match. We will keep you updated on what is. 28 seconds left here in the first period, and they will go out of bounds. You know, Isaac, it's interesting is these refs kind of vary ref to ref on how far they'll let you go out of bounds before they bring you back to the middle.
That is correct. You know, every ref calls things different.
Absolutely.
And it's like that in every sports league, so. But, you know, you just got to adapt.
Got to adapt and overcome. As Purvis looking to get that leg, does have the leg, able to trip him up. So he will get some takedown points there. And that brings us to the end of the first period. 4-1 Purvis, I believe, is the guest on the board there. Is that correct, Isaac? Purvis is the guest on our scoreboard. Okay. So yeah, 4-1 Purvis here. He will start on the bottom. Eberhardt will start on top.
As Purvis is going to try for an escape here, but Eberhardt's.
And he's going to reversal, yeah. As we have a pin, looks like maybe imminent here. He's got that arm hooked right now. Eberhardt doing his best to get back to his stomach and try to build that base back up, but Purvis has got that arm hooked. Now looking for the ankle there. Had it, but let it go.
And another 2 points for Purvis.
As Purvis using the chicken wing here. That is not a fun move at all. Does not feel very good. I can attest to that in my younger days when I used to wrestle.
A minute left here. Purvis is up 8-1 in the second.
And able to hook the other arm here. Rolling him over close. Looks like he's getting some near fall back points here. And he is perilously close. Tries to roll over, does not going to bridge, and Purvis will get the pin.
So Ryan Purvis is your NIC champion here at the 113 weight class.
So with that, we will move to the 120-pound weight class. Be Mishawaka's Brody Fogarty versus Penn High School's Braden McMillan.
You know, it was a great match watching these two go off at the Mishawaka Penn dual meet, which I believe Brody Fogarty won just barely.
As we will get started here shortly. Yeah, the Fogartys, just a family of wrestlers here at Mishawaka, all pretty talented. So I believe they're waiting for
podium announcements.
That's what I couldn't think of what it was called.
And here we go.
Yeah, as we will start here, McMillan fast to hook that leg there, get that leg on Fogarty. Again, as you mentioned, these two have met before. Brody looking to get that leg and try to get his leg free there. And McMillan holding on for dear life. As they'll get stood back up. Good sprawl there by Fogarty, able to move around and grab that leg.
And Fogarty's going to get 2 points.
As looks for the cradle. Looks like he may have it. McMillan searching for a leg there. Cannot have it. As Fogarty close here, getting the back points.
And Fogarty gets the pin. And Brody Fogarty at 120 pounds is an NIC champion from Mishawaka.
And that's two Mishawaka wrestlers now who have won in less than a minute, I believe. The first one was close, but this is 1:10 left in here. So, yeah, just 50 seconds it took that one.
And we'll go over now to the third place match at the 120 weight class, as it will be Max Zeus from South Bend Clay against Kalamani from Jimtown. And that match is 0-0 with 1:40 left to go in the second period.
Yeah, so still fairly early in this match.
But, you know, that's what happens when you've got a very quick pin here on the championship match. You have to wait for those consolation matches
Absolutely.
to end. Well, not consolation, third place match.
It looks like, I believe that's Calamani. Oh, no, I actually think that's Zeus that's got his leg tied up, but is working to get the leg. Looks like they're going to say there's not a lot going on there, so.
Zeus is in the gray singlet, and Calamani is in white.
Trying to escape there is Calamani. I believe they're going to stop as both his feet left the mat there. I believe that's what happened.
Coming up at the 126 weight class for the NIC Championship, it'll be Mishawaka's Brendan Mark against Elkhart Central's Eric Garcia.
Hey, can I see that real quick?
And 20 seconds left here in the second round. It is 0-0 still on the third place match. And it looks like Zeus is going to try and turn Calamani here, but time will run out, so it'll remain 0-0 going into the third round in the third place match. Zeus will start down. And out of bounds. And Zeus will start down.
Yeah, Calamani looking for that escape again there, not able to do it. As
50 seconds left here, still tied 0-0.
Yeah, Zook's keeping a good, I'm sorry, I got mixed up. Calamani keeping a good hold on that wrist there, making sure he's not able to escape. Zook's looking to build that base up, though. Again,
20 seconds left.
looking for that escape is Zooks. Quick grab around the waist, though, will stop that as Calamani doing a good job. Trying to roll out of there, try to get up, roll out, did not work.
2, 1, and the third round's going to come to an end. So, overtime, a 1-minute overtime here. As Calamani almost had Zeus on his back.
Yeah, good movement there.
And 2 points are going to go to Calamani as he will win third place here at the 120 weight class. And now we'll move on to 126, where Mishawaka's Brendan Mark will take on Eric Garcia from Elkhart Central.
All right, now for the 113-pound placers. In sixth place,
As we will wait very shortly for the podium announcements there. We've seen some good action so far here, Isaac.
We have. And it's only going to get better from here as we move up the weight classes.
Absolutely.
Christopher Peacock, Mishawaka. Third place, Dusty Young, New Prairie. Second place, Noah Everhart, Chiptown.
As they are announcing, I believe, the 113-pound weight classes where Ryan Purvis was able to take the victory for Penn. As we were just getting ready to start at 126, again, that is Brendan Mark of Mishawaka versus Eric Garcia of Elkhart Central, as they will get started here. Fighting for that wrist control there. Garcia trying to make a move around him, Mark guarding against it currently.
The ref telling both wrestlers to stay in bounds as they were getting out a little close to being outside the circle.
As he looked like he was going to go for a leg there, was not able to get it. Takedown attempt, but good sprawl there by Garcia as they go out of bounds and move back to the middle here. And again, went for the takedown, not able to get it as Brendan Mark sprawls there. Just a little short of getting a leg. And went for a takedown. Looked like he almost got that leg, was very close, but does not. So Mark was searching for that wrist, could not get it. And another takedown attempt. Good sprawl there again by Brendan Mark as they will go out of bounds. He almost got him into like a fireman's carry type thing there.
And it will remain 0-0 with 40 seconds left in the first period.
It's been fairly not a lot of action so far. And another takedown attempt as they go out of bounds by Mark. Still not able to get that leg there.
And the way this is looking, this is going to be one of those very low-scoring matches that can be won with just a couple of points.
Again, still 0-0 here with just 2 seconds left in the first period. As that will bring us to the end here. Garcia's going to say he wants to go down, so he will start on bottom. Trying to get that escape. There is Garcia. Brendan Mark doing a good job of not allowing the escape as he gets him on his stomach there. Has a hold of that wrist. He's trying to flip him over there. Garcia building that base back up, though. Garcia tries to get out of it, excuse me. Mark doing a good job of keeping that wrist there on his back, not allowing him to do much there. They'll move back to the middle. Searching for that escape again is Garcia. Good job to get him back down to the mat. There's Mark. As he was searching for the ankle there.
And a minute left here. We're still scoreless here in the second.
Garcia once again trying to build that base back up, but Mark keeping a hold of that wrist, trying to kick his legs out from under him. Forcing that head down to the mat, trying to get a half Nelson there. Does not get it.
And they will meet back in the middle as Garcia will start down.
As Garcia still trying to escape here. Mark searching for a pin attempt. As they're moving towards the out of bounds here. Keeping that weight down towards the front by his head there, making sure he stays down, looking maybe to get that arm in there.
5 seconds left here in the second period.
As he almost gets the escape, saved by the bell. As we enter into the third period, excuse me.
And it's still scoreless here.
He's going to say he wants to start neutral.
And that'll give Brendan Mark 1 point. So Mark leads 1-0 going as we start this third period.
And he goes for the double leg. Good sprawl there by Garcia. Keeps those legs out of the way. As they will go out of bounds, come back to the middle, and start again here. As neither of them yet has to get a successful takedown. Again, Brendan Mark leading by 1 point here. So he got the escape point when Garcia elected to start neutral. Again, searching for a leg there. Is Garcia almost had it, but went out of bounds. Lots of unsuccessful takedown attempts here so far, Isaac.
Yeah, it's a real competitive match here. And I believe both wrestlers are playing really good defense here.
Yeah, Garcia's got that leg. Look to trip him up. As Mark in a bit of a precarious position here. Able to roll over to his stomach, though. As they are going to give Garcia the points here. 2 points as that'll now put him ahead 2-1 with just 40 seconds left here in the third. So Mark's going to have to do something here quickly. Garcia's got that leg tied up. And they're going to go out of bounds.
And it seems as if Mark's a little shaken up on that
Yeah,
one.
it looks like he might have a leg injury here.
As athletic trainer Matt Harmon. 26 seconds left here in the third. And Eric Garcia leads Brendan Mark 2-1.
I believe it might be an ankle injury. It looks like he's holding his ankle.
Yeah, it looks like he's holding that ankle.
There's Coach Steve Sandifer over there checking on Mark. And you never want to see an injury, Isaac.
No, you don't. And, but, when you're playing a sport, any kind, that's just what's going to happen eventually.
Especially a sport like wrestling, which is so physical. Injuries are bound to happen, but as Mark will get back up.
It looks like he's going to continue. And he's going to start down. So I believe that this could be an opportunity for Brendan Mark to try and escape and tie it up.
Yeah, he's gonna need that escape. As Garcia's gonna do everything in his power to make sure he doesn't. They're gonna go out of bounds. Again, as Isaac mentioned, Mark needing just one escape point here to tie it up. 17 seconds left, so he's going to have to do something quick.
And 12 seconds left here.
As they're going to go out of bounds again. 8 seconds. Mark going to have to escape very quickly here. As Mark gets up, and it's very close to go out of bounds, almost into the scores table there.
And they're going to give a stalling to Garcia, and that's going to tie us up here at 2 with 3 seconds
Just
left.
3 seconds left. You hear the crowd getting excited about that. Some of the crowd. And he gets the escape.
He gets the escape, and that's it. That's the match. And Brendan.
Wait, did he get the escape? I'm not sure they gave him the points.
We're going to see here.
They're saying.
And Brendan Mark is your NIC champion at 126 pounds at the final second.
What a match ending there. That was incredible. As Brendan Mark was able to get up and roll out and get the escape point literally just before the ringer there. What a match.
And that might be one of our better matches of the day that we're going to see.
That was a fun little ending there.
And, you know, the NIC always brings you an exciting match.
Absolutely. As we move to the 132-pound weight class, it'll be Penn High School's Vince Sparrow versus Todd Hardy of South Bend, Washington. Sparrow definitely one of Penn's weapons on that team. As he's very good. Hardy looking for that takedown attempt there early. He's able to go out of bounds. He got a little aggressive there going off the mat.
And, you know, when these wrestlers, you know, they're just aggressive, period, you know. And
absolutely. Looking for the leg. Backfires there a little bit as they'll go out of bounds once again. That poor scorer's table. Looking for that leg. Is Hardy not able to get it, though? And they're going to say blood. So they're going to stop.
And you saw Todd Hardy put his finger in his mouth, and look, his mouth is bleeding. So he asked the ref for blood time.
Good physical match here so far.
And, you know, these are the ones that, you know, everyone likes to watch.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we talked about it, the nature of the sport. You're going to have that blood time. Believe each wrestler has a certain amount of blood time allotted to them for the match. Once that's up, any past that will start to count against them.
And, you know, I just hope the McGregor fight tonight's as aggressive as these wrestling matches we're seeing today.
Absolutely. As Sparrow went for the takedown there. Good sprawl by Hardy. Kept it away as they go out of bounds. As they go out of bounds. As they're going to stop for more blood time, I believe.
Yeah, Hardy's bleeding his mouth, I believe.
Yeah, and I think something got on Sparrow, so they're going to wipe him off. Again, this is your 132-pound weight class final match here. 102 left in the first. 0-0 your score.
And coming up next at 138 is going to be Droshan Lewis from South Bend Riley against Connor Watts from Jimtown at 138.
As they will start again here.
Great match so far by both of these wrestlers.
Absolutely hard fought. Sparrow looking for the wrist. As they will go out of bounds once again. I think they might have called that out of bounds a little early there.
But, you know, like we mentioned before, every ref's a little different on when they're going to call you for being out of bounds.
Absolutely. Trying to rip that head down there is Hardy.
30 seconds left here in the first period.
Working to get that wrist. As he will shoot, gets the leg. Not able to finish, though, is Hardy able to get out there. As they will go out of bounds once again and be moved back to the middle. 11 seconds left here in the first period. 0-0 still. As we've seen a lot of low-scoring matches here so far.
And, you know, when you get to these tournaments like this where everybody's just really competitive and they're all skilled, you know, you're going to get those low-scoring matches.
And you got to think wear and tear fatigue. All these wrestlers have wrestled a lot of matches here today. So they're going to feel the fatigue. They're going to feel the wear and tear.
As Sparrow will start down.
Sparrow gets the escape, 1 point. Working that head, trying to control that wrist. And shoots, able to get that leg is Hardy. Working to get the takedown here.
1:30 left here in the second round.
As they go out of bounds. Not able to get the takedown. He's kind of doing splits there. As they will be moved back to the middle. False start, I think they're going to say. Sparrow's a little early there, a little eager.
I mean, you can't blame him. This is an exciting match.
Absolutely. As there's 1:16 left in the second period, Sparrow leading by just 1. Wilson looking for a takedown opportunity. Hardy tries, not able to get the leg. Sparrow gets the double leg. They're going to say out of bounds. They're not going to give it to him. Penn's coaches think so. Looks like he's going to go.
And Penn's coach is going to go talk to the officials.
He's going to go argue the case there.
And the officials are going to discuss.
I think that was, I don't know, personally, I think that was just slightly out of bounds. Yeah, they're going to say no. They say he was out of bounds before the takedown was completed. 41 seconds here left in the second.
But, you know, it never hurts to ask.
Yeah. Sparrow shoots, gets the leg. Looking to complete the takedown. Hardy looking to get a leg of his own. And they're going to give it to him. And now we're getting back points as he's very close to a pin here.
And just like that, with 10 seconds left here in the second period, Sparrow's up 3-0.
Yeah, good job by Hardy, though, able to get off his back.
And Sparrow's going to get 3 points. And that'll make it 6-0 in favor of Vince Sparrow going into the third and final round.
Hardy going to elect to go neutral here. And we went from in a period of about 15 seconds, was 1-0 to now 6-0 here. And Sparrow able to shoot and get that leg, trying to roll over as Hardy. That may have been a mistake.
And
Sparrow jumping on top here.
And Sparrow's going to get another 2, 8-0. And they're going to roll out of bounds.
Sparrow, I believe. Oh, I think it's a blood, yeah. Hardy struggled so far this entire match with some blood. Because again, they only have an allotted, I'm not sure the exact, but they only have a certain allotted period of time for blood before it starts to count against them. Because you got to think Hardy's getting close. This is the third time the match has been stopped for blood. Sparrow leads 8-0 with 1:27 left in the third and final period here.
That all came from that point from, that 15 seconds where it was 1-0 in favor of Sparrow to 8.
Yeah, that was it happened pretty fast there.
But watching Sparrow wrestle is always an exciting time.
Absolutely. He's very explosive wrestler. Sparrow working from the top there, getting that wrist. And we mentioned, Isaac, that Penn's girls wrestling team actually won state yesterday.
They did. And that's an amazing feat. And it was for the 4th consecutive time that Penn girls wrestling team won the state championship. And Mishawaka's Ashley JoJo received 4th in state championship yesterday, as there is blood on the mat. And wrestlers, I've just learned, are allowed 5 minutes of blood time.
Okay.
And 90 seconds of injury time.
Okay. So in that case, Hardy might be better off than we thought as far as time goes. I don't think he's gotten too close to 5 minutes.
And a big shout out to former Mishawaka wrestler Colin Fee for that information.
CF3, what they call him.
He graduated last year and is now playing college baseball at Grace College.
Yeah, good to hear from Fee, good buddy of mine. As we are about to start once again here, just 54 seconds left in the third. Again, Sparrow leading 8-0. And Hardy yet to score any points here. As Hardy will look for the escape, not able to get it though. As Sparrow bearing that weight down on his head. Looking to get around him and get that leg. They're going to say out of bounds. 42 seconds now left.
And 30 seconds remaining here. Sparrow in control. Now 15 seconds remaining.
Sparrow still working from the top there.
Five seconds.
And with that, Sparrow will get the victory at 132 at NIC.
And congratulations to Sparrow, NIC champion.
So with that, we'll move over to the 138-pound weight class, which means on my bracket, I have my own handwriting, which is a little hard to read at times here. So we have Droshawn Lewis from South Bend Riley facing off against Connor Watts from Jimtown. Again, this is at your 138-pound weight class.
And coming up next at 145 will be Landon Buchanan from Jimtown. And it will be...
And we're off here.
Norton from South Bend Riley. Simeon Norton from South Bend Riley in the next round.
That'll be coming up next. Lewis looking for the leg there, not able to get it. Able to just kind of push him over there.
And Lewis is going to get two.
Yeah, already getting some back points, I believe, if I saw correctly there.
And he's going to get 3 more.
And they're going to go out of bounds. That was probably best case scenario for Watts as he found himself in a bit of a predicament there early.
And just like that, Lewis is up 5-0 with 33 seconds into the match. Watts will start down.
That was fast math there, Isaac. That was good math.
Thank you. False start there on Lewis. I don't know the official.
He's going to say he wants to go neutral. Well, I think he gave the neutral. Yep, moving to neutral, so he's going to get the escape point. Watts will get the escape point. Or no, I'm sorry, the other way around, I believe.
No, Watts got the point.
No, he did. No. Thank you, Isaac.
You're welcome.
Isaac's keeping me together up here. Isaac will go out of bounds once again.
And they're going to call a stalling warning on Watts.
Lewis keeping hold of that arm there. Try to get that leg as he does. But.
And Lewis is going to get 2 takedown points here. And that'll be 7-1 with 56 seconds left here in the first.
Lewis once again starting from the top. Getting control of that wrist there, trying to roll him over. Lewis pushing that body weight down towards the head.
And Lewis has got to be careful here not to roll into his own back.
Yeah. Just chop that arm there.
And 3 more points are going to be awarded to Lewis. So it'll be 10-1 with 15 seconds in the first.
Lewis keeping hold of that arm, not allowing Watts to escape here. And he's going to try to move to the other side. Got that half Nelson in, not able to do it as he's Watts saved by the bell there. That could have been bad if that kept going. Lewis was driving. He had the half Nelson in there. And it looks like Lewis will elect to start neutral there.
Great showing so far from Lewis.
And believe got a hold of those ankles. They are going to give him the takedown points. Oh, no, they're not.
Points were awarded to Lewis.
Whoa.
And 1 escape point's going to go to Watts.
And Watts shoots not able to get it as they go onto the other mat there, so out of bounds. They're going to come back. Again, Lewis leading 12-2 here over Watts. Lewis working that wrist there.
1 minute remaining here in the second. 12-2 in favor of Lewis.
Shoots, but good sprawl there by Watts.
And another 2 points are going to be awarded. And 1 escape point for Watts. Watts' 3 points are all from escapes.
And Lewis working that leg there.
And another 2 points here.
Yeah, good takedown there.
As Droshan Lewis is 2 points away from a tech fall here in the finals with 30 seconds left here in the second period.
That was just a quintessential double leg there. Really good job by Lewis. As Lewis currently being awarded back points.
And officials going to award Lewis 3 points. And just like that, Droshan Lewis from South Bend Riley is an NIC champion at the 138-pound weight class. Congratulations to Droshan.
Yeah, good work there by both those wrestlers. Just a really aggressive match that was.
And you know, that's something you really don't see a whole lot of. Tech fall in the finals here
Yeah.
and the NIC. Coming up next, it will be Landon Buchanan from Jimtown High School, and he will face off against Simeon Norton from South Bend Riley.
So I believe we're going to move over to one of the matches going on. I believe
We're going to move over to the third place match where Christian Chavez from Mishawaka is going to be facing off against I'm not 100% sure. But either way, Christian Chavez is going to get a pin over there.
I believe. Yeah, it looks like the other match over to our right. Oh, no, it's still going. So I believe we're working currently to get you. Oh, nope, that one just ended. So Elkhart Central, wrestler from Elkhart Central won. Not quite sure who it was. But regardless, we are going to move to the 145-pound weight class. So as Isaac mentioned, it'll be Landon Buchanan of Jimtown versus Simeon Norton of South Bend Riley. And a whole slew of Mishawaka wrestlers are going to start wrestling here in the finals as we get into the higher weight classes.
Throughout the entire finals, there are 7 Mishawaka wrestlers in the I almost said Al Smith NIC finals.
As we'll get started here shortly.
And here we go. Buchanan in the white and maroon, and Norton in the white and blue.
Working to get him around there is Buchanan. He's not able to do it. Looked like Norton was thinking about maybe shooting there. Got poked in the eye, so they're going to stop.
Yeah, I believe Norton got poked in the eye.
I think anybody can attest that's not a lot of fun to get poked in the eye.
That is very true.
It's not.
It is not fun.
Not an enjoyable time. As still tied up here, looking for wrist control. We saw Buchanan try to go for a leg there, was not able to get it though. Norton tried a little bit on his own there.
.45 seconds left here in the first, and no points have been scored as they'll go out of bounds.
Yeah, once again, Norton went there, looks like for a single leg, was not able to get it. Good sprawl there by Buchanan. .30 seconds left, 0-0 still here in the 145-pound weight class final match.
And coming up next at the 152 weight class, it'll be Josiah Marsh from South Bend Riley facing off against Ben Frank from New Prairie High School at the 152-pound weight class.
Yeah, both still searching for that wrist there.
As the first period will come to an end. Both wrestlers will be tied at 0.
Buchanan will elect to go down.
That is Norton electing to go down.
Isaac still keeping me honest up here. It's like the third thing you've corrected me on. And dang it if you haven't been right every time. I see we'll get the escape point there.
So Norton will now lead 1-0.
As Norton searched for the leg, was not able to get it. Looking for the leg there was Buchanan, not able to get it. Once again, lots of unsuccessful takedown attempts here so far. As Buchanan is going to shoot, get the leg, but good roll there.
No points are be awarded here.
As you see, Norton's got that arm, working that arm with Buchanan.
And Buchanan's got a leg.
Yeah, I was grabbing that ankle there. Norton tries to roll out of it.
And Buchanan's going to get 2 takedown points here.
And they will get the reversal there. Norton with the reversal just before they go out of bounds.
And that'll give Norton a 3-2 lead with 25 seconds left in the second period. And 17 seconds left. The wrestlers will meet back in the middle after going out of bounds. Buchanan will start down.
And tries to roll. Saw it. And they will award him the escape point there.
So now we are tied 3-3 here as the second period will come to a close.
And a good solid match here so far, Isaac.
Definitely, you know, we've seen a lot of great wrestling out of these two so far.
Norton will start on top this time, and I do have my names correctly, I believe. So Buchanan working for those escape points, and he does get them.
And that'll give Buchanan the 1-point lead.
As both of them searching for the possibility of a takedown here. And looking for it was Buchanan, not able to get it though. As there's just 1:05 left in the third here. Buchanan looking for that single leg once again. Norton looking for one of his own. Neither able to get it. 53 seconds left. And Buchanan gets the leg. Searching for the other, gets a hold of it. As he's trying to drive him, work him down to the mat. And they're going to say stalemate, I believe. Going to move him back to neutral.
28 seconds left here, and Norton's got to get something going here as Buchanan leads by 1.
Norton got that leg. Just keeping a hold of that ankle. Buchanan trying to get out.
10 seconds left here. Norton's got to do something.
Trying to flip around, get that reversal. 2 points
Norton
there.
got the reversal. And he's just gonna keep him rolled up here. And just like that, Simeon Norton from South Bend Riley is an NIC champion.
Good move there by Norton at the end to get that victory.
And a great match altogether by him and Landon Buchanan. Over here on the third place mat here. And it is Keegan maybe from Mishawaka.
Looks like versus Smith. James Smith from Penn.
And that match was
Looks like
stopped for blood in Maybe's nose. And a very interesting thing I saw as soon as this match here on the center ended was that the match was going on and the clock hadn't started yet.
Oh, okay.
But as for now, I do not believe it was brought to the officials' attention, so they're just going to check on Keegan Maybe's nose. See if they can control the bleeding.
All right, Isaac, we got a little time. I got to ask you, McGregor or the Cowboy tonight? Who do you got?
In McGregor's return to the octagon, I think McGregor's going to get it done tonight.
You know, I'm with you. I hope McGregor gets it done, but I'm afraid that McGregor might be suffering from Rousey syndrome now. He was the best in the world, got beat, tries to come back a couple times and just gets smoked every single time.
And there are also reports that Conor McGregor wants to get back in the boxing ring to face off against Manny Pacquiao.
I heard that. I think that is a grave mistake for the career of Conor McGregor, I believe.
And I mean, I don't know what's up with McGregor wanting to box boxers that are well past their prime.
Yeah. That's the money. As maybe hits on top, gets the reversal.
As Keegan maybe is down 9 points with a minute left here, 13-4. And we want to remind you, coming up next after this third place match will be Josiah Marsh from South Bend Riley against Ben Frank from New Prairie High School.
Maybe still working the top there. He is down big right now, 13-4 with 28 seconds left, so he's going to need a pin.
And with 10 seconds left here, burying. And they're going to give a stalling warning.
Going to get stopped with just 2 seconds.
And they're going to have a blood stop with 2 seconds left. So really all the referee's going to have to do is blow his whistle to begin the match.
Yeah.
And looks like that'll be over. And we can continue on with the championship matches. And, you know, as we're getting to the upper weight classes, we're going to see a lot more Mishawaka students come up with Drew Mason at 160, Cody Timmerman at 170, Joe Walker at 182, Jake LaPlace at 195, and Jonathan, or JT Thomas at 220.
Yeah, lots of Mishawaka talent coming up here as they're still working on the blood.
So we're going to have straight Mishawaka matches in the championship following this 152-pound championship match.
Absolutely. We want to give a shout out to all the Mishawaka Network people who are out working today, doing a great job as always. We got a returner here with our friend Alex Glassburn, former Mishawaka guy, decided to come back and help us tonight. So we want to give a shout out to him, as well as all these hardworking students and staff making this possible. So
We only have one staff out here, and that is our commander-in-chief of the Mishawaka Network, Mr. Matt Rendell.
I think me and Parker might be considered staff, as we are. You don't think so? Isaac's saying no. I think yes. Anyways, regardless, still working on that blood. Just 2 seconds left in the match, so as Isaac mentioned, probably just going to be
a whistle and a buzzer.
Yep. Unless he can develop some super speed. You know, crazier things have happened. You never know.
I don't know. We'll see here. But things are not looking good. And 2-1. Timer didn't stop. But that's going to be the match.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
And
Timer didn't start, but.
And for the second time in the third period there on mat number 1 for the third place matches, the clock wasn't started when the whistle was blown.
Regardless, we'll move to the 152-pound weight class, as it will be South Bend Riley's Josiah Marsh versus New Prairie's Ben Franck. As we will await the podium there.
And they're going to announce the 138-pound champion here. And Riley today, and Josiah Marsh looking for South Bend Riley's third NIC championship champion tonight.
Saw Franck shoot and get that leg there. As it looks like Marsh now doing a little bit more of the offense. Got him in a cradle.
Marsh will get 2.
Yeah, getting those back points. As Marsh trying to get him down very close, as we have a pin imminent here. Trying to bridge.
And Marsh, Josiah Marsh, becomes South Bend Riley's third NIC champion of the night at the 152-pound weight class.
Yeah, that was pretty quick there. It didn't take long.
And we're going to move over now to the third place match, as Cameron Powell from Mishawaka is going to face off against.
Trying to figure out what team that is.
It is from South Bend St. Joe. So I would have to say it is Amarian Parker from St. Joe.
I believe you are right. As Cameron Powell currently with a 2-point lead. As he will get one more point there.
And Powell's going to get another 2 points, so he leads 5-0 now.
Yeah, big lead here. 52 seconds left here in the second period. Powell leads 7-0 over Parker. Powell looked like he was looking for that wrist there, trying to build the base back up. Is Parker there?
Just to give you guys an update on team scores from the top 5, New Prairie High School is 5th with 169 points. South Bend Riley has gone to 4th place with 196.5 points. Jimtown is in 3rd with 200.5 points. In 2nd place, it is Penn with 215.5 points. And in 1st place is the Cavemen from Mishawaka High School at 285.5 points.
And again, we talked about it. What a way if Mishawaka can indeed keep the lead here to end their run in the NIC. I mean, you can't ask for a better finish. As Parker looked for the double leg, was able to get one, now got his leg tied up, able to move around him. Will score 2 points there. Makes it 7-3 now. Powell still leading. Powell working to build that base back up. Just going to let him go. Powell will get the escape point. 8-3 now your score with 1:19 left in the third.
And Powell's going to get 2 points for a takedown. 9-3 with a minute left here in the third. And we want to remind you, coming up next at the 160-pound weight class, it'll be Mishawaka's Drew Mason against Jacob Wirtz from Jimtown.
Yeah, Mishawaka Network's own Drew Mason. Drew helping us out here on the network often. You can catch him on the news. Hear the Mishawaka Network news. That's Powell, I believe, just trying to run off some clock here. Forcing that head down.
Drew Mason won in a first-round fall against Blake Kessler from New Prairie.
Powell getting those back points.
10 seconds remaining.
Powell working to get him around, looking for the pin. Gets him on his back, and he's close now.
2-1, but Powell is not going to get the pin, but he will get the decision.
Yeah, 13-4 there. Good victory there for Cameron Powell of Mishawaka.
So that'll be more points for Mishawaka on the team scoreboard. And now we're going to move back to the championship matches as Drew Mason will face off against Jacob Wirtz. But first, they're going to go through the podium. So now we are back to the championship. And they'll shake hands. Here we go.
Oh, and quick work there by Drew to get him on his back.
No, 2 takedown points for Mason. And Mason's looking to make quick work here of Jacob Wirtz.
Yeah, Wirtz trying to bridge, stay off his back.
Drew Mason trying to stay in bounds the best he can. And they're going to call out of bounds.
And that was
And Mason's going to get 2 more points. So 4-0 early on in favor of Drew Mason.
Yeah, that was very, very quick work there by Drew as Wirt's going to look to escape. And he will get the escape point. Looks like Mason maybe even kind of let him go there to try to get back to a neutral position. As Wirtz shoots for the leg, does get it. Mason holding on to that ankle there. Searching to break that grasp now.
Mason broke it with ease.
Yeah. Mason now searching for a leg there. Trying to work around him. And they're going to say stalemate, standing back up.
And Mason has a 4-1 advantage with 55 seconds remaining.
Mason searching for a leg there, does just get it. Sprawl there by Wirtz was good though. Wirtz got a leg now, searching for 2.
And Wirtz will get 2 points to draw within 1 here with 30 seconds remaining in the first.
You saw Mason roll over to his stomach as he knew that was a good move there. Mason gets around him, able to get him on his back, but they're going to go out of bounds.
And they're not going to award any points there, out of bounds. 20 seconds remaining in the first. And Mason's going to go down. And Mason's going to look for the escape.
Tries to roll out of it. And does get back up to his feet. They're going to go out of bounds and once again be moved back to the middle.
And we'll meet neutral.
Point there for Mason. 5-3 now. As that will bring us to the end of the first.
And Drew's going to defer his choice, and Wirtz is going to choose to start down.
Trying to break that grasp, escape. Mason able to, looked like he was about to have it. Mason grabbed that ankle there.
Mason with a 5-3 advantage.
Mason hanging on. Does let go there though. As they're going to move out of bounds. Back to the middle once again they will go.
And 5-4 now in favor of Drew Mason with 1.5 minutes left in the second.
Mason kind of pushing him off there. Once again grabbing that head. Tried to do what he did towards the beginning, I believe. And they will go out of bounds.
And Drew Mason is holding that knee.
Mason in a lot of pain over there.
Drew Mason in agony.
As they're going to go over and check him out.
I mean, it's looking like he bent his knee backwards as he was going down.
And Mason in a lot of pain there. Hope he's okay. As they're working on his knee, it looks like.
And you can just see Drew. He is in a ton of pain. They're going to see if they can work it out here, but I'm starting to doubt that Drew Mason's going to return to this match.
Yeah, he's in a lot of pain there. They're working on his knee. They are bending his knee around, so I don't think it's anything too super serious.
And it looks like they're going to stand Drew up. And they're going to get him over to the trainer's table.
Yeah, I don't think Mason's going to be able to continue here.
So,
And you know that is hard to see, as Drew's both of our personal friends.
so by default, that'll give Jacob Wirtz from Jimtown an NIC championship. And we wish the best for Drew Mason,
yeah, absolutely.
as he is a three-sport athlete here at Mishawaka, playing football, wrestling, and baseball. So we are hoping that Drew's knee is okay. As he's currently being attended to on the training table by Mishawaka athletic trainer Matt Harmon.
And I believe we're soon going to go. Oh, looks like there is still one match going on.
We
here
have to finish
at
the third
160.
place match
Yeah.
here at 160. And then we'll move on to Cody Timmerman at the 170-pound weight class from Mishawaka. And he will face off against Peyton Anderson from Elkhart Central. Timmerman had a 1-0 win here, in his 1 point being an escape, with 30 seconds remaining in his match.
Yeah.
But for now, all eyes are on the training table where Drew Mason is being attended to.
And I believe so. We're going to take you over to the match over there. I'm not sure exactly who that is. Has a nice trip there. I believe that's St. Joe wrestler. Yeah, I believe that's Riley and then a St. Joe wrestler there, so yeah, I don't believe we have it. Nonetheless, we will keep the camera over there. As, yeah, the St. Joe wrestler will win over there.
All right, 152-pound placers. In 6th place, Dylan Quimby, Penn High School.
And coming up at 170 is Cody Timmerman from Mishawaka, and he'll face off against Peyton Anderson from Elkhart Central.
3rd place, Cameron Powell, Mishawaka. 2nd place, Ben Frog, New Prairie.
And again, we are entering that portion where we're going to have a lot of Mishawaka wrestlers wrestling.
We are.
As again, we will start at 170 here. Timmerman and Anderson of Elkhart Central.
Timmerman, we like to remind you, won in a 1-0 decision, which he scored that 1 point with 30 seconds remaining in the 3rd.
Yeah, it was very, very close.
160-pound placer, please make your way to the podium. 160
As Timmerman, believe that was, yeah, Anderson got the escape point there. Timmerman leading 2-1. Timmerman trying to rip that head down towards the mat. Anderson maintaining wrist control, shoots, gets the double, looking to complete it as they will go out of bounds. Not able to complete and get the points is Anderson, but they will go back to the middle. Timmerman working around the front, working on that head there.
55 seconds left.
And on his back, not for very long though. As the ref originally held up 2 points for Timmerman and then waved him off, so. But he is now 2 points again for Timmerman.
And that'll give Timmerman a 4-1 lead here with 35 seconds left.
Yeah,
6-1.
Yeah, give him another 2 there. Timmerman again working that weight down on the head there. Looking for the arm. Anderson building his base back up though.
15 seconds left in the 1st period. And at the end of 1, it'll be 6-1 in favor of Cody Timmerman. And choice is going to be deferred to Timmerman, who will start down.
Anderson searching for the wrist there. And does get him down to the mat. Had his hand underneath his leg and just kind of ripped upwards and tripped him up. Looks like he may be searching for some sort of cradle here, looking to drive him to the mat, but they will go out of bounds and return back to the middle here.
6-1 with 90 seconds remaining here in the 2nd in favor of Cody Timmerman, who's already scored 5 more points than he did in his last match. But it was his last match we were watching. It was a great defensive match, Evan.
Yeah, it was a great defensive match. As Anderson still working from the top there, working on that wrist. Now rolls over. It's that hand hooked around the head there. And looks like he may be searching for some sort of cradle here, trying to drive him. Was looking for it, still looking for it. Timmerman able to kind of get up and work back to the top there, though. Now searching for the ankle is Timmerman driving.
And Timmerman's going to get 2 more points here. That'll increase the lead to 8-1 with 30 seconds remaining in the second.
Yeah, good reversal there by Timmerman. Looked like Timmerman was searching for the ankle pick there again, but decided to not go with it, as it will go out of bounds. They'll move back to the middle.
And just like that, at the end of 2, it'll be Cody Timmerman 8, Peyton Anderson 1, going into the third and final match. And coming up next, it'll be Mishawaka and Michigan recruit Joseph Walker against Henry Gratzel of Jimtown.
Yeah, Timmerman been fairly dominant so far here in this match, as he's done a good job, and again, that's reflected in the points. 8-1 here in the third, 140 left.
Walker is 18-0 on the season.
Anderson gonna let him up, giving Timmerman an escape point, 9-3 now. Is Timmerman able to move around back from him as they go out of bounds? Anderson tried to just kind of throw him there, get around the back from him, as he's able to get a hold of those legs and will get the points for it. Gonna let him up though. So 2 points goes to Anderson, but another escape point 1 going to Timmerman. 10-5 now your score, with just a minute left in the third. Anderson's gonna have to start doing some work here. So he tried to shove him off, but kind of fell himself, and Timmerman's gonna jump on top and get 2 more points.
Timmerman with a 7-point advantage with 45 seconds to go.
Now Timmerman looking like he was looking for a pin there, working on his back, but Anderson was able to roll over on his stomach.
Timmerman's just got to try and hold on here for these last 35 seconds. And it looks like Timmerman's just trying to keep working here while running that clock down. And they're gonna stop it here and put Anderson on the ground with 12 seconds left here. Five seconds remaining. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, Cody Timmerman from Mishawaka High School is an NIC champion at the 170-pound weight class.
And you saw the excitement there from Timmerman. This meant a lot to him, so he was able to get this victory. And a close match going over here on mat 1 as both wrestlers tied 9-9 heading into overtime.
And 44 seconds left.
As they're going to go to some blood time there. Not exactly sure who that is over there.
Have him move that camera over there. Have Nathan move the camera to that side. What do you mean?
believe it's a Gymtown wrestler. Yeah, so that would be Hunter, Tim Hunter.
And 30 seconds left here. They're going to stop, check for something. But everything seems to be in working order.
Yes, 9-9 still tied here. There's 24 seconds just left here. I believe they do go into a fifth period.
They got to go until someone wins here to decide to figure out who gets the points.
As they will go out of bounds.
And they're going to call stalling. And that'll give Gymtown a point.
And it looks like
But the coach from New Prairie is going to come to protest that ruling. And that'll give Gymtown the win here. And coming up now is the one we've been waiting for, Joseph Walker at 182, the Michigan commit, as he'll face off against Henry Gratzel from Gymtown High School.
Yeah, I was able to do commentary with Al Smith at the Al Smith tournament, and I remember one thing specifically he said about Joe Walker is he's just one of the most explosive wrestlers he's ever seen.
And to update you guys on team scores, New Prairie's in fifth with 173. South Bend Riley's in fourth with 196.5. Gymtown in third with 212.5 points. Second place is Penn High School with 215.5 points, and extending their lead is Mishawaka with 292.5 points.
Yeah, but as I was saying, Al Smith just says he's such an explosive wrestler, and that's really true, as you're seeing right here just out of the gate.
And Joe Walker's going to get 2 there.
Walker searching for that leg. They're going to go out of bounds.
And, you know, I'm just going to say it, Joe Walker is arguably the best wrestler in this gymnasium right now.
I think that'd be hard to argue.
As he's going to...
I think there's a couple names you might be able to throw in there, maybe, but
as Walker leads 2-0 with 1:05 remaining in the first.
yeah, got that cradle there. And Walker will get the pin.
And just like that, again, Mishawaka gets another NIC champion. And in his final NIC meet of his high school career, Joseph Walker is an NIC champion.
And Walker really, just the definition of just making it look easy. Great work there, though, by Gratzel as well. As he fought hard, but, I mean, Walker, I think, is probably one of the best to ever come through this Mishawaka program. So, good win for them. We will move over to mat 1. So, I believe that would be Malachi Wright from John Glenn.
Coming up next is going to be Mishawaka's Jacob Laplace against Ben Call from Penn. Call had a tech fall in his previous match, and Laplace had a pin in his earlier match. In his semifinal match, Laplace had a very quick pin, as I believe that match didn't even last a minute.
Yeah, so over here on mat 1, I believe it would be Malachi Wright of John Glenn versus Shaquem Crawford of South Bend Adams. I may be incorrect on that, but I believe that's what we're seeing over here. So we'll get 2 points there. Wright currently with a big lead, 10-1.
"15 seconds remaining in this match over on mat 1. Next we'll see Jacob Laplace against Ben Call at 195, and then at 220 we'll see Mishawaka's Jonathan or JT Thomas face off against C. Davis from Elkhart Central, and then to end the night's events we'll see Hezekiel DeVault, or as everyone knows him as Hezzy, as he'll go up against Hunter Whiteneck from New Prairie. 3 championship matches to go here in the cave for the final NIC match that will be hosted here at Mishawaka. And what an exciting night it's been.
.146 left in the second here. Right again with the 10-2 lead.
90 seconds remaining over there on the first map. So, Evan, as we have this dead time here, what are you thinking tomorrow? I have to ask you, NFC and AFC championships, who do you have moving on to the big game?
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. The only one that I think that I can say fairly certain is I think the Chiefs will get it done. I really do. The Titans, they're good. They got Derrick Henry. They're just running down people's throats. But I think the Chiefs are just overall a better team personally. And I think they'll get it done tomorrow.
I don't know. Everyone said the Ravens were going to get all the way to the big game.
That's true. That's very true. But we know they were running a sort of different offense, one that you don't typically see in the NFL. So we'll see.
But NFC, man, you got the 49ers and you got the Packers. Who do you got?
Oh, man, I don't know. It's going to be such a good game. I think in my heart I want the Packers to win. I really do. But I think, I don't know, Jimmy G and the 49ers, man, they're pretty good. So that one I really can't say for sure. I'd be willing to bet I know who you think's going to win, though.
I'm going to say first for the AFC, I'm going to say the Titans continue their Cinderella story against the Chiefs tomorrow.
That's a hot take. That is a hot take.
They're going to get her done. The Titans will. And then I believe the Green Bay Packers will emerge victorious over the San Francisco 49ers tomorrow as well. 5 seconds remaining here on the third place match. 2-1. And let's get her back to championship action as Jacob Laplace, the commit to Indiana Tech, face off against Ben Call from Penn High School.
All right, the 170-pound placer.
But before that, they will go through the 170-pound podium, where Mishawaka's Cody Timmerman emerged victorious. And the wrestlers are going to meet in the middle, shake hands. The referee's good. Here we go.
And Call immediately goes for him. LaPlace kind of pushing him off. LaPlace looked like he was thinking maybe going for a takedown, kind of just shoves him
And
down.
LaPlace is going to get the takedown here.
Yeah, going to get those back points.
And LaPlace is going to get 3 points there for back points.
LaPlace able to roll him over there, searching for under that arm, trying to move him on his back. And it looks like LaPlace is going to let him up, giving him a escape point, 5-1 now.
LaPlace won on a fall when these two faced off on the Mishawaka Penn dual meet.
Nice call, searching for the leg, does not get it. Gonna just let him go there. Not a whole lot going on right now. Searching for wrist takedown opportunities.
And LaPlace will get a takedown. So that'll make it 7-1 in favor of LaPlace with 40 seconds to go.
Call building up that base there. Trying to get back on his feet.
LaPlace trying to make a move here. LaPlace is just going to let him back up.
Yeah, another skate point there. 7-2 now your score. LaPlace leads.
But, you know, that's a smart move by LaPlace because Call was just sitting there building his base, and he wasn't going anywhere.
Yeah, absolutely. 12 seconds left in the first. As LaPlace moves around him.
LaPlace is going to get another 2 points here, and that's going to bring this first period to a close as Jacob LaPlace has a 9-2 advantage over Ben Call.
Yeah, and one of the higher scoring matches, I guess, in a period of time, you know what I mean? It's been very fast to get to these 9 points here. As Call will elect to go on top here. Immediately breaking down that base. Hooking his arms underneath there.
And LaPlace trying to get out of there.
Yeah, Call keeping hold of that wrist there, not letting him. As they're going
And
to say stalemate.
And LaPlace start down again.
And LaPlace will get 1 point there for an escape.
And they will go out of bounds.
10-2 your score now, 1:15 left in the second. LaPlace gonna let him up. LaPlace kind of swinging him around there now, looking for the leg. Gets him down, will get the takedown points.
And LaPlace is 4 points away from a tech fall.
Just forcing that head down, getting that arm around, trying to get him in a half Nelson situation. But Call trying to build that base back up, get back to his knees there. And now in danger of going on his back, getting back points is LaPlace. Perilously close to a pin.
LaPlace is just going to hold his ground there.
Trying to grab that arm and force those shoulders down, trying to bridge his Call here.
And LaPlace getting close there, getting really close there.
And he is saved by the bell.
And but LaPlace will get 3 points here, and all LaPlace needs is 1 point. for a tech fall.
And that's about as close as you can get to a pin without it being a pin right there.
So the place just needing a takedown here. And that'll be it. LaPlace will get the 2 takedown points, a tech fall, and in his senior season, the final one here and the last season in the NIC for Mishawaka, Jacob LaPlace at the 195-pound weight class is an NIC champion. And just like that, it'll extend the lead for Mishawaka atop the standings here. As I believe, as of now, Mishawaka's got the NIC championship all but secured.
Yeah, I think pretty much. I think Mishawaka's pretty much got it. Again, we've mentioned a couple times what a way to end their run in the NIC. As
So
we are going to move over to Mat 1.
To the third place match here. As there's 40 seconds left. And we want to remind you, coming up next here on a championship match, it'll be Mishawaka's Jonathan Thomas going against C. Davis of Elkhart Central. Jonathan Thomas is 22-2 on the year as a senior, and Thomas is 24-4 on the year as a senior as well. Thomas transferred to Mishawaka from Adams last year. He was a star linebacker on the Cavemen football team.
Yeah, had a huge year here for football at Mishawaka.
And we just want to give you a little quick update here on the status of Drew Mason. He was seen walking around here on crutches, so we hope everything is going to be okay for Drew moving forward. As third place match comes to a close.
Sixth place, Josh Polish, Penn High School.
They're going to go through the 182-pound podium here before Thomas will go up against Davis.
Yeah, and you want to talk about another explosive wrestler, man. JT Thomas is about as explosive as they come. Very fast, very fast. Able to move around with ease, so it should be an interesting one to watch here.
As you see, Thomas, he is focused right now, and here we go. Thomas in the maroon, wearing that shoulder brace.
Yeah, Davis trying to get a hold of that head there. JT Thomas able to kind of get clear of that. Shoots for a leg, but good sprawl there by C. Davis.
Thomas will get a takedown, 2 takedown points here.
And got a hold of that arm. Thomas working it, and you see that explosiveness there.
I mean, some of this is just pure strength
Absolutely.
coming out of Jonathan Thomas.
Thomas keeping a hold of that arm there.
And they're going to move them back to the middle. Davis will start down.
Thomas tried to cut that arm there. Break down that base, but C. Davis will get the reversal. Now grabbing the wrist of Thomas. Thomas able to get back up.
And Thomas will get an escape point to give him the lead 3-2 with 20 seconds left.
As Davis trying to.
And 2 points are going to be awarded here to Davis.
Again, working ahead as they will come to the end of the first period.
And C. Davis will lead Jonathan Thomas 4-3. And C. Davis will start the second down.
I believe Jonathan Thomas just deferred his choice there. As Thomas will start on top. Davis trying to build back up there, but Thomas getting him back down to the mat. Now see Davis in a precarious position here.
And I believe, and Thomas almost has a pin.
Yeah, getting those back.
I believe one is imminent. And Thomas has a pin. Jonathan Thomas is your NIC champion at the 220-pound weight class.
Yeah, Mishawaka just racking up those champions now, as I think it'll be a pretty decisive victory team-wise for Mishawaka here. As we move to the 285-pound weight class, it will be Hezi DeVault from Penn versus Hunter Whiteneck from New Prairie. Again, this is going to be our last match of the night, 285-pound weight class.
But it is already said and done that Mishawaka is an NIC champion for their final year, as 6 out of their 7 wrestlers that had a championship match won, and that one loss was off of an injury, a devastating injury by Drew Mason.
Again, we're sending thoughts and prayers to Drew, as it's always tough to see anybody go down with that sort of injury.
And here we go with Hezi DeVault and Hunter Whiteneck. And they'll go out of bounds, so they'll stand him up.
And we'll start again there. Whiteneck trying to get a hold of the head there. Hooks the arm. Looked like he was looking for a leg there maybe for a second. Trying to trip him up now. Coming back to the center himself, trying to draw Hezi back. Hezi DeVault had that wrist. Whiteneck goes for the leg. Able to grab it, but DeVault, good sprawl there, keeping him at distance. Now got his arms hooked.
That'll be 2 points for DeVault. And DeVault's going to roll him over.
And not in a good place. Here's Whiteneck trying to keep that arm.
And DeVault's going to get the pin. And that'll end up finish off the NIC Championships here at Mishawaka. Hezi DeVault is an NIC champion at the 285-pound weight class. And Evan, would you like to go through all the individual champions we had today while we await for the team scores to be updated?
Absolutely. I didn't write them all down, I don't think, but at the 106-pound weight class, it was Xavier Chavez who was able to capture that one. At 113, it was Ryan Purvis of Penn who was able to get the championship. Excuse me. At 120, Brody Fogarty from Mishawaka took the NIC championship. At 126 pounds, it was Mishawaka's Brendan Mark taking the championship over Eric Garcia. At 132 pounds, it was Vincent Sparrow taking the hard-fought win for Penn. 138. It was Droshawn Lewis of South Bend Riley who was able to get it done. 145 pounds. It was Simeon Norton of South Bend Riley winning the NIC championship there. 152 pounds. It was Josiah Marsh able to get it done. At 160 pounds, it was Wirtz, Jacob Wirtz, who got the win over Mishawaka's Drew Mason. That was Jimtown. Cody Timmerman at 170 pounds was able to get the win for Mishawaka. At 182, it was Joseph Walker of Mishawaka, the Michigan recruit.
Commit.
Same thing. Anyways, 195 pounds, LaPlace able to get the dub there. At 220 pounds, Jonathan Thomas able to get the win for Mishawaka. And at 285 pounds, it was Hezzy DeVault for Penn that we just saw win there. So that is that's your individual champions there.
And to go through the team scores for the NIC finals. And 13th place is Marion High School. 12th will be Bremen. 11th, South Bend, Washington. In 10th place finish, South Bend Adams. At 9th, it'll be St. Joe. At 8, it'll be Clay. 7, John Glenn. 6, Elkhart Central. In 5th place, it'll be New Prairie High School. Number 4, South Bend Riley High School. And in 3rd place with 212.5 points, it'll be Jimtown. In 2nd place with 221.5 points, it'll be Penn High School. And your NIC team champions with an astounding 310 points are the Cavemen of Mishawaka High School.
Yeah, great day of wrestling. Great to see the Cavemen get it done here, as this will be their final year in the NIC. Isaac, it's been great commentating here with you tonight from everybody here at the Mishawaka Network. We thank you for watching. We're glad we could bring it to you, and have a great night, guys.